Let's talk about something painful, something we've all felt, being disrespected by someone who, on the surface, acts like your friend.
Yeah, right now, I want you to picture them. There's someone in your life who just doesn't respect you, and you can feel it, can't you? It's in every little interaction.
It's so subtle the way they do it. They'll smile right at you, but then they'll just talk over you mid-sentence. They put on this friendly act, but your ideas, your opinions, it's like they just evaporate. Like you never said a thing.
Okay, now here's the part that's gonna sting a little. The hard truth. You actually taught them to treat you that way. But don't worry, in the next few minutes, you're gonna learn something, well, something dangerous. You're gonna learn how to flip that entire script instantly. See, this isn't about getting into shouting matches or trying to be the loudest person in the room. No, this is about a secret language, a language of power that decides who gets heard and who gets walked all over. You've seen these people, right? They walk into a room, they don't say much, they're not begging for attention, but the second they open their mouth, boom, everyone listens. Why is that? It's because they're using these signals that almost everyone else is completely blind to. And one of them is going to feel so unnatural, you'll fight every instinct to do it. And that is exactly why it works. The very first step has nothing to do with what you do, it's about what you stop doing. This is all about mastering your own internal state to project a kind of strength that is impossible to ignore. Think about it. What do most people do when they feel disrespected? They jump in, right? They talk, they explain, they try to defend themselves. And in that exact moment, they lose. All that talking, it just screams weakness. But silence, silence is a weapon. It creates pressure. The second you stop reacting, you force the other person to just sit there in that awkward void. And what do? They start filling it. They over-explain, they trip over their own words, and they completely lose control of the situation.
And here's the secret no one ever tells you. Silence makes people deeply uncomfortable because it feels like judgment. So let them feel it, let them squirm. Silence dominates.
Okay, next. The moment you react with emotion, you've just handed over all your power. Anger? They can control that. Defensiveness? It just exposes your insecurities. People don't respect emotions they can predict and manipulate. They respect what they can't read. So when you stay completely calm, even when they're trying to provoke you, you become unpredictable. And our brains are hardwired to see unpredictability as danger.
I want you to really let that sink in. People don't respect the nicest person in the room, they respect the person they can't quite figure out. Your calm isn't passive, it's a form of intimidation.
All right, so you've got your internal state on lock. Now let's talk about actively shaping the interaction itself. We're going to use some very specific, very precise techniques to control the flow.
Pay close attention, because there's this tiny little moment where all the power can shift, and it happens completely silently. It's all in the eye contact. If you look away too fast, you're submitting. If you stare them down like a predator, you're just being aggressive. But if you can hold their gaze for that perfect count, 1, 2, 3, and then you slowly look away, that's dominance. It shows you ended the exchange because you chose to, not because you felt you had to.
This is one of the hidden rules of all social dynamics. The person who breaks eye contact first loses. They lose without a single word being spoken. Control the eyes, you control the room.
So here's a crucial question you need to ask yourself. Are you talking to be liked, or are you speaking to be respected? Because they are not the same thing. Talking to be liked sounds like this. You over-explain, you need them to agree with you, you rush to fill every awkward silence. But speaking to be respected, that's totally different. It's short sentences, punchy. You pause, and you let your words land with weight. You aren't asking for them to understand you, you're just stating how it is.
And here's the twist. It's a fundamental law of economics, and it applies perfectly here. When you say less, people listen harder. Suddenly, your words become a rare and valuable thing.
Now, here's what's so fascinating about this next part. This happens before you even open your mouth. It's all about how you carry yourself, how you occupy space, and believe it or not, how you strategically use your own absence.
Before a single word is spoken, people have already decided how much you're worth. They do it based on your presence. Fast, jerky movements? That signals you're nervous. A closed-off posture? You look insecure. Fidgeting? You might as well scream, "I'm weak." But slow, deliberate movements, stillness, simply taking up the space you're in, that signals control. You aren't trying to be seen, you just expect to be. And here's the uncomfortable truth about that. It's gonna feel totally fake at first. You'll feel like an imposter because you're just not used to commanding that kind of automatic respect. But your presence always makes the first statement. You gotta make sure it's a powerful one. Okay, this is the one. This is the final boss, the one where most people fail. Why? Because it costs something. It costs comfort. It costs approval. Maybe it costs a connection. But if someone disrespects you and you just stand there, you're basically giving them a thumbs up. You are silently approving it. But when you just walk away, no anger, no big dramatic exit, you just leave, you send a message that hits so much deeper than words ever could. It says, I can replace this moment. You can't replace me.
And here's the simple reality of human nature. People chase what they are afraid to lose. They don't chase what's always available. Making yourself scarce when you're disrespected doesn't just protect you, it actively builds their respect for you.
So everything we've just gone over, the silence, the calm, the eye contact, all of it, it all points to one single kind of brutal truth.
This is it. This is the single most important thing to remember. Respect isn't just given to you, it's trained. Every single time you let disrespect slide, you reinforce that behavior. Every time you get emotional, you reward it. But the second you make that shift, the moment you start using these signals, people feel it instantly. And they adjust. Because people don't really respond to your words, they respond to power.
Most people will hear all this, they'll nod along, and then they'll do absolutely nothing. Because this stuff is uncomfortable, it takes real change. But a small handful of you're going to take this and use it, today. And you'll quietly become the kind of person nobody even thinks about disrespecting. So you've got a decision to make, right now. Are you staying the same, or are you about to completely change how the world sees you?
Make sure you subscribe, because in our next explainer, we're going to break down how to control entire conversations without saying much at all. Just remember this: respect isn't asked for, it's taken.